going. Is it really episode 99? I haven't even been keeping track. How you guys doing? Can you hear me okay? Is this working? Okay. Let's see. Today I thought I would sculpt an orc by Brett Bean. Brett Bean's one of my favorite. Whoa, it's huge. He's one of my favorite concept artists. Really cool. Does good stuff. So I thought I would. And it's kind of Halloweenish. Hey, what's up, Sean? You're at work. Hey, thanks for stopping by. How's it going? And I apologize, I still have a tiny, tiny little bit of a cold, little tickle in my throat. So let me just share this really quick with my page. Hey everybody, thanks for hanging out. Let's see, share now. Chat's double on the screen, like my voice. Oh, I see. If I move it. Oh, okay. It's working. It's working. It's working. Oh, sweet. Okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yay, it's working. All right. So, yeah, let's get rocking on this guy, shall we? So how's everybody doing today? On a wonderful, beautiful Monday. What's up, Neil? Thanks for posting the links. All right. This one, I think what I want to do is I'm going to break away a little bit from my traditional methods, and I want to kind of just do a Sculptris Pro style method rather than doing my block out with primitives. And you feel like I'm in 4K? Why? Because I'm like, this is, so I'm actually moving to my new place in the end of this month, so I should have a better background behind me. Okay. Anyway, that's why I have this white background, because I'm still in a rental. Okay. So what I want to do is just subdivide this down one time, get rid of the lower subdivision levels, and then I'm just going to kind of go, I just want to have fun with it and just do some Sculptris live and just be messy. Because I just feel like kind of being a little bit messy today, going away from the, because goblin or orcs are just kind of messy, right? Let's hide this. Come on. Better than the door frame. I did rotate my desk a little bit, so I have a window right here and I have a light right there, and yeah. It is what it is for now. But let's see, going into Sculptris Pro mode, you can see when I gotta load my UI. I don't know why my my UI is having problems loading for some reason. There we go. Aha. Okay. There we go. Symmetry is on. Okay, so when you're in Sculptris Pro mode, you turn it on right here. When you hold down Shift and smooth across the surface, that's essentially what you're going to get. Is it's just going to start making the surface into little triangles. This white. Okay. And if I use the snake hook, I can pull out surface like this. And if I use the regular move brush, it won't do that because the move brush does not work with Sculptris Pro, but the snake hook brush does, which means it's dynamic topology, which means it will add topology as I pull it out, as you can see. Okay, so I'll be using that. But first, I kind of want to get, I'm looking at his head and I kind of want to pull the bottom of it down. We need to know that shortcut, so say it when you are using. What shortcut are you talking about? Are you talking about this? This is my, okay, so this is my custom user interface and my brushes, and I give them away for free on 3dcharacterworkshop.com. And if I basically have set this menu to the key 2, the number 2 on my keyboard, so it pops this up. Last week Z-Spheres, now Sculptris Pro. Who are you and where's Shane? So I like to use this Pixelogic streaming platform as kind of just experimental. So just to go away from my typical average workflow, and that's why I'm just like, I'm just going to be messy, because a lot of people, they start with a sphere, they'll turn it to Dynamesh, and they'll just start using, you know, the clay buildup brush and things like that. So it's up to you. There's all sorts of methods that you can use. It's not like one ring to rule them all. You can do whatever you want. Anyway, I'm going to just kind of start pulling this into shape. Pulling his neck down. And I kind of like to see the surface, so I can actually see what it's looking like. See how the dynamic topology is affecting it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with me today. Appreciate it. You guys should sculpt along. And for this, hey, what's up, Seagull Rush? I'm just going to mask this off and kind of pull it up to make his bottom lip. I'm just being like I said, I'm being like super messy today. Convinced my boss to buy a ZBrush license. Awesome. Now I just need to start doing hard surface as well as character sculpting. Any recommendations for hard surface ZBrushes? There's a lot of stuff on Ask ZBrush. And then there's some other streamers on here that do a lot of hard surface stuff. I do it occasionally, but not as much as several other people on here. But my recommendation is actually just getting into ZModeler and just start to experiment. Kind of see what options you have inside of there. Okay. I actually like this a lot, being able to mask this off right here and then like inverting the mask and just like pulling it in with the snake hook brush and just making a mouth cavity. It's really easy because it's dynamic topology, which means it's making topology as I go, which is nice. And then I'll close this mouth up after I make it. Oh yeah, Michael Pavlovich is awesome for hard surface instruction, but yeah, he's a fast talker, so Be prepared to either slow the video down or rewind. Yeah, it reminds me of the, do you remember those old Micro Machine commercials? Micro Machines by Galoob. He used to talk a million miles a minute. Now I'm switching back to the move brush because I just want to move stuff around without actually making dynamic topology. Yeah, I kind of want to give Michael Pavlovich a Micro Machine script and see if he can do it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to turn on topological and turn the range down to 3 so I can mess with this lower lip without affecting the upper as much. I have a feeling this guy's going to go pretty fast. Whoops. Micro Pavlovich. So this is really what the surface looks like. So with Sculptris Pro, excuse me, you get some goods and bads. You get, the goods are you get dynamic topology, so it just keeps giving you topology where before there was none. And but it does create some kind of faceted surfacing like this. So you can, it's not a super clean surface, but it's clean enough to work with. Right, by Galoob. Make this lip a little thinner inside the interior here. So it's starting to get brisk here where I live in Utah. It's starting to get cold occasionally. And once again, I said I'm not in dynamic topology mode. I'll go back and forth depending on if I want more topology or not. It's a little too sharp. I'm going to turn that intensity down on that. This is just the pinch brush. I'm going to hide that lower lip so I can get up in there. There you go. Oh, Jared, you're from Utah too? Nice. Yeah, it's kind of warming back up. A little bit. All right, this is kind of a Muppet mouth. It reminds me of like a Muppet head, right? Okay, so now I can go back to the snake hook and use Sculptris Pro again and just start pulling that giant nose out. Sorry. Hey, from Mexico. Neil, right? Or like a Bob Ross afro or something like that. Oops. Snake hook. Okay, here we go. Let me turn this on again so I can see what's going on. I need more space between the upper lip and the nose, so I'm gonna go higher. Let's see. Maybe something like that. Yeah. This is pretty quick. I wonder if I can turn the intensity down just a little bit. It's too slow now. It's like a fine balance. Pinocchio, growing the nose out. Inflate. It's a lot of fun doing stuff like this. I typically would put a primitive object here instead of growing it out like this. Looks like Squidward's nose. SpongeBob. Then I can go back to move and just start moving it around. Right, and I need to get his mouth into kind of a smile. And wrap it around his teeth better. Kind of close it up a little bit more. Okay. Now, even though this is the cloth brush, it's like a softer Damien standard brush. And I can get some larger shapes with it. Whoops. Let's go bigger. And then I can go back to like the detailed brush, which is essentially the Damien standard brush. Cut in some details and then go down around the mouth. Like this. Sometimes what I like to do is the triangle size is dependent on the size of the brush. So I'll change my brush size to something like this and then just come by and smooth it, which will in turn make new triangles, which will make a more dense area. So it just kind of gives me a better surface to work with. Oh, thanks, Adelia. Okay. So let's get these straighten this out now that I have it. Then I want to pull in his eye cavities, get those into place. Orbits, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, the recording, Pixelogic will put this up on YouTube. And you can watch all my past streams. This is episode 99. I've been doing this 99 times. Crazy, right? 99 times. Okay. From the front, I think I want his chin to be narrower. Tenchi. Is it coming along though? Smooth this out a little bit. Yeah, nice. Okay, so thanks, Neil. Yeah, if you go to the past streams, it's kind of hard when it gives you those emojis. But if you do a Google search for ZBrush Live, I don't know why it says live Boolean. Must have searched for that before. If you do a Google search for ZBrush Live and you click on this first link right here, it will take you to the ZBrush Live page. And you'll see all the past streamers. Here's, well, we're streaming right now. But here's Michael Pavlovich, Matthew Thorup. I don't know why I said Matthew. Matt Thorup. And there's Ashley, Polygon. And you can go up to schedule and presenters. If you go to presenters, you'll see myself, Ashley, Michael Pavlovich, And then if you click on past broadcasts and schedule right here, you will see a bunch of my past streams. And like I said, yeah, this is episode 99. Is it 98? The last one was 97, so maybe this one's 98. I don't know. Who knows? I gotta find out though, because we need to do something special. So anyway, you can see some of my work here and my art station here, some of my past streams. So you always sculpt on Mondays? Yes. I will typically sculpt every other Monday. I used to sculpt every single Monday, but it kind of got a little tiring. So and I've been busy. I want to get back on that schedule every Monday, but right now it's been every other Monday. But I did stream last Monday and this Monday, so excuse me. Goodness, I had this tickle in my throat. It just will not go away. Hey, what's up, Branko? Okay. Well, thanks, Wilhelm. I love your work and watch almost all your Pixelogic live streams. Never watched you live. Thank you so much. Yep, good old mute button, so I don't blow your ears out with my coughing. All right, you're welcome. Brazil, welcome from Brazil. What time is it in Brazil? Just building this up. So, Alexi, Neil, follow the links that Neil is posting. But you just do a Google search for ZBrush Live. You'll find it. Okay. 15:23 p.m. Nice. Thank you, Neil. You're awesome. Okay, I'm just going to put this neck on more of a slant. Like it's coming out of whatever. I was thinking about maybe making up a body on this guy, having his head come out of who knows what. Oh, hey, John. Oh, cool. Concept looks like Korvax from Big Muzzy. I'm not familiar with Big Muzzy. I'll have to check it out. This is going a lot faster than I thought it would. So hopefully it'll give us some good time to play with some coloring and maybe some clothing and stuff like that. Yeah, let's do pinch. And I'm going to take some more details from here, and then I can cut the, get the eyes in there. Yeah, Neil, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's no good. Okay, so let's split to unmask points and put those in their own subtool. Then I can just kind of continue. All right, I really need to get in here, and now that the eyes are in there, make some large edits. Need to get the ears in there too. His nose goes more out straight. funny guy. Funny orc. That's why I picked this guy. He just looked funny. Just this super weak chin and Yoda. I don't know about that, but Hotel Transylvania. Yep, yep. I don't know if there's a name for the look and the style of that. Get this nose. I'm hooking it up a little too high. Then we can do a little bit of a pinch along here and a little one right here. All right, and then I can build up, this clay buildup works really well for like lower eyelids. I'll get him in there. You don't need ears. All right. Okay, let's do ears. Jeez. Now for this one, you're going to mask it out. Something like this. And then make it kind of shaped like this. Okay. Now with the snake hook, let's turn on the surface so we can see it in Sculptris Pro mode. I think, is it ignoring the masking? Weird. Okay, I'm gonna use a smaller brush because that's too big. Because the brush size or the Sculptris triangles depend on the brush size. So if I start to drag it out like this, that's kind of weird. Okay. Well, yeah, sometimes I wish it would just stay. I need to mess with the Sculptris Pro settings a little bit more. Because sometimes I want it just to stick with one triangle size for the whole thing. I just need to dig in there a little more. You need a Venom stream? Yeah, the speed at which this comes together is pretty cool. That's kind of the power of Sculptris Pro, is that you don't really have to think about your topology at all. Just make that little cut in his ear. Pull out the little tip of it a little bit. I want to pull his brows up more. That's pretty fun. I do want to give him upper eyelids. Push his head in a little bit right here, just to give it more shape. They could make it so you could lock the triangle size. It's there, graphic cut. It's in there. I'm just not versed well enough with Sculptris Pro to know where that is, but I know it's a thing. You have a question. If you would start studying again, sorry. What steps would you do? I mean, like watching streams to learn ZBrush or what? So, I mean, okay. I've built a course that is exactly what you're asking me. So essentially, I made a course that is everything that I would teach myself if I was just barely getting into this industry, and that's what the 3D Character Workshop is. So if you want to go check it out, it's over at 3dcharacterworkshop.com. And yes, you could also watch YouTube videos, or there's Ask ZBrush. There's all sorts of resources available to you to learn this stuff, for sure. The difference with my course is that it's linear. It's a linear learning, so you're not looking for all of these different kinds of things to follow. It's all in a big one straight system that you can follow, so you're not trying to find all these different YouTube videos and not knowing if it's outdated or not, that kind of stuff. So hey, what's up, Ingrid? How's it going, man? Good to see ya. Oh, thanks, Andy. Yeah, it's kind of surprising. I've been doing this for 33 minutes now. Not too bad for 33 minutes. I love Sculptris Pro. It's fast. I think I want to pull his head out a little bit. In the back. And we'll give him some teeth. I got to give him these little lumpy bumpies on his nose, and then I want to make things asymmetrical. Oh, wait. Somebody said, okay. Mortar, you said stroke Sculptris Pro adaptive size button. Okay, let's check it out. Stroke Sculptris Pro adapt. Oh, right here. Is that what you're talking about? Here, let's go to a brush that is active on. Okay. Brush-based adaptive size. So if I turn that off, will it turn off the size of it? Combine, divide, and undivide mode. I'll try it. Thanks, Mortar. Check it out. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back and adjust that size. Subdivide size. So is it low? Let's see if it's lower. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, I kind of want to mount that over here so I can mess with it. So let's try 0.2, see where that puts us. Ooh, that's good. Okay. All right, that's good. Maybe 0.25, maybe 0.3. Whoops, 0.3 is bigger. 0.1 is smaller because it's negative. There we go. Ooh, that's good size. Okay, that's good size. There we go. All right. There we go. Now it's buttery. Buttery, buttery. Okay. Let's clean this up. Buttery. Just so you know, this is the density I'm now working with, and it's even across the board, which is great. Yay! I learned something new too. Thank you. Okay, that's much easier to deal with than your brush size affecting how big or how small things are. What's up, 3D art? So let's get this mouth looking a little better, and then I want to get some teeth in there. And I think I could tessimate the entire sculpt to all be the same density as well. It's kind of like a ZBrush for Sculptris. I want to pull his cheeks out to give him more of a face structure to this. Like tessimate. Ooh ha ha. Or ooh la la. Ooh ha ha. Okay, let's see. Cut this down and around. Then I can actually like border his nostril. Cut this in. Smooth it out. Yeah, this is nice because it's not making a whole bunch of different sizes of triangles in there. I kind of know what I'm dealing with, so it makes it easier to work with. Very good. All right. I'm going to fill this. I kind of like this brown color. I know like orcs can be green, can be brown. They're just like earthen tones. So I do want to grab just kind of this brown tone, maybe in here. And then just fill it. There we go. And his eyes are like these blood red eyes. I don't know if I'll make his eyes that red, but we'll see. Okay. I'm going to work the corners of his mouth just a little bit more. Just so I can make him kind of go around. Don't make me laugh, I'll choke, Warner. Red wax eyes. Oh, jeez. All right, he's slowing down a little bit. I better save this before it dies. Okay. Red wax eyes. Let's see what it's doing. Okay. I'm going to do it. That's it. I'm doing it. Red wax, material, fill. There. Nice. Oh, let's go back. I gotta remember to switch back to RGB. Make him a round body and thin hands and legs like some vampire. That'd be fun. like Like he's all kind of hunched over with his shoulders really high in the back. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. I'm going to block it out just for fun. So this doesn't have subdivision levels. What? Okay. You're lying to me, ZBrush? Lying to me. Okay. Like a hunchback, round body, and then it kind of goes down like that. And like long skinny legs and long fingers like Nosferatu, like those. He looks like he'd have some fat stumpy fingers though, right? There we go. Ship it. It's funny because it's kind of skinny. And it's weird that his body is like the same skin color right now. It's kind of kind of weird. Okay. I should be sticking with my Sculptris Pro method. I'm resorting to my old methods. Those tight sock. Oh yeah, like Wart in Sword in the Stone for sure. Like with the little boot. Like the typical fantasy foot, right? Let's see. This is doing Sculptris Pro. That's pretty dang dense. I gotta turn. Let me turn this density. Too dense. Let's see. 0.2. There we go. All right. That looks like too good of a foot. It needs to be more fat and weird. Marty Fieldman Igor, yeah. With the crazy eyes. Let's make his heel thicker. I want to give him big, huge calves. Or should I keep him skinny? Yeah, Charlie, do it, man. Love to have you in there. Love to have Neil in there. Thinner legs and arms. Yeah, I'll try and work that out. Let me let's split this off. And we'll do a fun body. Body with eyes. Okay. Let's split hidden. And then I can Dynamesh this together. I'll just do a simple Dynamesh. That will merge all these parts together. Thick, yeah, I could do that. And then thick forearms and then skinny upper arms. That'd be fun. Okay. Let's do Dynamesh. Let's see what 128 gives us. That's pretty good. Okay. Turn that back off. This looks funny. He's just funny. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Except for his, let me undo that. His armpits are too low. Hate having that problem. Your armpits are too low. I'm going to pull these out and then push them back in after I Dynamesh. It's going to look weird for a second. Dynamesh and then bring them back. You can see how Sculptris Pro just kind of takes over as I move. What? Skinny upper arms. This pot belly. I want to give him even more of a pot belly. It is, dude. It is. You don't need to remind me. Give him a lumpy butt. Needed to crank up my smooth intensity. I'm melting. I need to get smooth more. I don't know where this is going. This is what happens when I go off the rails, guys. Let's see. Brush. Smooth. Smooth stronger. There we go. Got faith. Thanks. Little lumpy butt. So cute. Okay. How dense is this? Maybe it's too dense. 0.2. Whoops. Okay, that's... I know. Okay, we'll work in this resolution. This'll speed us up a little bit. Creamy is perfect. So cute. Okay, Let's fix this shoulder transition. I'm just going to make it just go right up into his body. Like he has no shoulders, maybe. Okay. Maybe... Hey, what's up, Ronnie? I don't know, man. Help me. I'm making this weird dude. This is oh, are your sound levels low? Sorry. Looks like, yeah. All right, I gotta fix him. He's bad. Let's see if I can figure out some anatomy going on here. A 12-pack. Yeah, that was like, was that Mortar's idea? Red wax eyes. There we go. No, it's too fast. To lift his armpit up before I... Stefano, how's it going? I'm just lost in the valley of the suck at the moment. But I think he's we can figure him out. I want his upper arm skinny. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, something like leather armor or something like that that's just totally like hammered. Maybe I'm gonna try moving him around. I'm gonna try different things here. See, it feels fun when his head's like way down here. But then he's too thick to do that, like too round from the front. So I would need to like fix this so it would work, so that he would like hunch over. What's up, Femi? How's it going? Femi? Is that how you say? I don't know. I'm just making it up at this point. Making it up. Stefano, yeah, I'm experimenting today. And I don't know how it's going. Not well. Not well. let's see. Reminds me of box trolls a little bit, like their body, you know? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It is an experiment. It's Sculptris Pro. Yeah, I'm kind of liking where that body ended up. Now let's fix his mittens, his mitten hands. And we could probably start taking it up. And I want, you know what I want to do is give him a. I really like those hands and feet where, well, like box trolls, their fingers, the first two fingers have a big, huge space in between them, and then the other ones have like there's like two to the side. So let's see. See if I can show you what I mean. Let's change this subdivide size down a little bit. Butter this up. Ah, gotcha, Dougie. Thanks, Windows. Okay, so let's do one here, and one here. 3 fingers. And then I think if I just get it past that point, I can then just get inflate and just inflate it. And then just finish working it so it doesn't look like some weird fish flipper. What's wrong, fish flipper? Okay. I like the fingers that have like the bulbous. So when I use move, I have to hit with like smooth for a second. Because move will not give me more geometry. So if you look at it, see that? If I just move this one out, it's just stretching the geometry. So I need to hit it with smooth every now and again to rebuild that surface. Looks like a chameleon or a frog or something. I'm gonna give him big, huge knuckles up here. That'd be fun. I don't know what am I doing? This pinky's too big now. These are too big. Okay, now the back. Thanks, Tony. Isn't that kind of the goal with an orc? I'm gonna bend these fingers just to make them so they're not so meh. It's some weird position. Can actually grab control and drag down. So I just kind of move my gizmo out of the way, hold control and drag down like this. Just kind of bend them. Potentially I would just do Z-remesher. But the hard thing about Z-remesher is you'll lose some of your detail. You'll have to go put it back in. Some of it. Not all of it, just some of it. That thumb's too big. Too big. All right. Ugh. Thanks, Neil. I give away all these brushes in my user interface for free if you're interested. Just check it out on 3dcharacterworkshop.com. Okay. These hands. His pinky still looks too big. Hey, what's up, Marty? Yeah, thanks. Marty, you should try this. This is pretty fun. Doing Sculptris Pro. I need to give him a little bit of a tiny bit of a package going on here. Poor guy. Something. Just a little bit. Then go. I don't know what kind of clothes to give him yet. I'll have to think about it. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, let's fix the back of his calves. They're like super flat. And the front. Let's hide these hands. Oh, I am, Neil. Just a little. Oh, can't do Sculptris Pro when the mesh is hidden, I guess. Yep, no worries, Graphic Cutter. Thanks for hanging out. All right. Need to pull this out. Need Sculptris Pro. Thanks, Tony. Take care. You'd have a belly button somewhere in here. Yeah, I just made the body up just now, just for fun. That's why it isn't very good. It's just okay. In a barrel, yeah, that'd be fun. Well, they kind of remind me of box trolls, so I was thinking a little bit of like, or he reminds me of box trolls, so yeah, something like that. Stick him in something. His bum's too high. He's got too much of a hunchback. I just want to see what it would look like if I shrunk that in a little bit. And then maybe inflate his belly out a little bit. I'd have to turn his hands a little bit so he could be more in a pose, but yeah, he would animate okay if I retopologized him. Okay, something like that. Save him again. I want to give him some teeth. Well, I'd have to fix his armpits. In the retopology, I'd have to fix them. So I'd raise his arms up a little bit and then retopologize underneath there. And then like I'd have to turn his arms so his palms are facing his legs instead of behind him. Saggier. Yeah, totally. Something like that. Sumerian, what's up, man? I guess so. He's just a lumpy orc. Okay, let's give this dude some teeth. Some teeth. I'm gonna split this off. And just a little lighter. There we go. Whoa. That's what happens when you have the Sculptris Pro too strong and smooth too strong. You can smooth it right out of existence. That's what happens. Finger teeth could be some good body horror. Finger teeth. Let's get these into place. Okay, I need to edit the face. That's the thing with Sculptris Pro, it starts to bog. So I don't know if the stream is hiccuping at all, but it might. Do you want topological? I don't know if I can get this lower lip to go underneath his teeth, but I'm going to try. I might have to do asymmetrical. Yeah, you've been smoothed out of existence. Reminds me of something Doc from Back to the Future would say. Marty, smoothed out of existence. I can't do a good Doc. I try. I can't. Okay, I'm turn off symmetry and just kind of make some lumps on his nose because they're funny. That's the thing with Sculptris Pro 2 is it's very lumpy by default, so it's hard to keep things smooth. You're constantly battling the battle of the lumpiness. All right. What time we got? 1:15. Okay. Battle of the Warbles for sure. Okay. Trying to decide what kind of a what I want to go, where I want to take it from here. Maybe I kind of want to do is make him have toes. Yeah, like more like a pear, maybe shorter legs. Shorter legs would help, I think. Moving his knee down. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Well, there, hold on. So he is Sculptris Pro out. So like he looks like this. So he's pretty dense. I think to do big moves like that, it would work well to ZRemesh him, but let me try and see if I can just shrink his legs anyway. Let's see if I can get a good enough blend on this mask. Did it? Did it really? Because my microphone, I'm just using this temporary Yeti. It's like a Yeti Mini, and it's not on a shock mount, so the whole thing is stuck on my desk. So that doesn't surprise me. Okay, let's see. Now those feet are way too long. Whoop. Turn off Sculptris. Yeah, that's a good call. Isn't it crazy how just little adjustments can make all the difference? Yeah, that made a huge difference. He's pretty funny. Hey, what's up, Toxa? So does it make a noise when I put my pen in my holder too? You want a 3D print of him? There we go. Give him some back fat. Too funny. He needs a spear or something, right? Like a little sword or something. Bronco, no, I appreciate it. I love recommendations. I do need to fix his feet now, though. So his legs are all messed up now because I shrunk him down and broke it. So let's fix it. Why you break my legs? Do you ever use Project Primitive in the deformers? It's amazing. When you have time to work with it, it's really amazing to add primitives. It can blend between the, okay, yeah, so LifeRocks, I was on the beta test for that, the Project Primitives. I like it a lot to experiment with. It's a lot of fun, but there's one limitation of it where it's, if you go past 50% from the center of the new object, it will take it will inverse the object, like subtract out of it, and then if you go past that point, it will add to it. And I usually don't use that technique because of that limitation in my personal preference. So it's I know you can turn that off, and but usually when I do my character blockouts, it's with primitive objects, but not with Project Primitive. But it is that technique is super fun to experiment with, so I highly suggest. It's a good tip. And you know what's really fun to do with that project primitive is make spaceships. It's like a spaceship maker. So it's, especially with like hard surfaces and stuff, it's really fun to try and make spaceships with it. Okay, I gotta fix this. Fix these feet. They're bugging. Let's fix them. I want to give them a big toe. You just go crazy with the cones. Crazy with the cones. Man, look at his nose from this direction. He looks crazy. Okay. I'm gonna give him a big space between this big toe and his little toes. Hey from Barcelona, how's it going? Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. Give him a nose toe. Just cover him with noses. Why not? And you know, it's an interesting way to make toenails if you want, is you just kind of, whoops, let's go to mask pen. I mean, it's way too early to do like a toenail, but you can just mask it off like this and then invert it and then just use the snake hook brush and just push this side in. Is it not? Okay. And pull this side out. But it's really, I need to turn the size down a little bit. Let's see. I can make it square. Oh, that nose keeps getting in the way. Thanks, Bronco. I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. Give him a big knuckle toe. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of fun to give him big nails. But usually, when I make nails, I will keep them separate, the separate objects, so then I can like give them a different material. His nail's kind of broken. It's like pointing inwards like like this. That's pretty funny. That's how we go. Okay. Anyway, you can do toenails like that pretty easy. Make it you could make like this, make it broken. Yeah, just toenails on his first toes. But with Sculptris Pro, it's pretty nice because you can go in and do details like, you know, the knuckle wrinkles, whatever, if you want. Not that his knuckles are like in his feet. He should have an extra knuckle, but it's like not there. Who needs toe knuckles? Let's see. Yep, he can see past it, all right. As long as he turns his head, he's good. That's funny. All right, so now all of a sudden his toe has way too much detail compared to the rest of his body because he's like toenail guy. Give him really fat, wide toes too. That's one thing, you guys, is don't be afraid. Like say I spent all that time on that toe. Don't be afraid to go back in there and like mush it around, and make it, you know, make it a little different too. Because you shouldn't be married to anything. Don't, just because you worked on something for so long, don't be like, oh, I can't touch it because I spent so much time on it. Just like with that suggestion with the shoulders, just try it, you know. Hey, what's up, Liam? Any tips for beginners to ZBrush? Things you wish you knew when you got started. So, yeah, Liam. So there's Ask ZBrush, of course, which has a whole ton of videos. There's the ZBrush Classroom, which you can. Those are both free options. And personally, I made a course that takes you all the way from beginner all the way to in-game mesh. So. And I show you how to 3D print it and stuff like that too. So that's what this 3D character workshop is above my head. And the URL for it is way up there. It's a full workshop. And like I said, I teach you ZBrush from start to finish. So if you're interested and you want to learn ZBrush that way, learning stylized characters, you can check that out. And I give away this user interface and my brushes and my ruler file for free. This is my ruler. See it back here. Z Classroom is the second one. It's called Z Classroom. Those are the two things put on by Pixelogic. And also you can watch streamers like myself live on ZBrush Live on their Twitch channel, on their YouTube channel, and you can learn a lot of stuff that way as well. You'd like to join the workshop someday. What other programs do you use in it? So since this is a Pixelogic live stream, I don't really like to talk about other programs, but just really quickly in the course, I cover 3D Coat, Marmoset, Keyshot, and I'm going to start talking about Substance Painter pretty quickly and Blender. So I talk about a lot of them, but ZBrush is 90% of the course right now. So you can, just to make your high resolution character, all you need is ZBrush. But when you're going to go to retopologize, do the UVs, and that kind of stuff, you have other options too. So, okay. So I hope that answers your question. And there's a lot of students in there right now, and it's lifetime access, 30-day money-back guarantee. Yeah, it's fun. Emojis, gosh dang emojis. And if you go check it out, you can see student work over there. There's lots of amazing student work. And learning ZBrush or 3D modeling in general, or character sculpting in general, it's a lot like, to me, it's a lot like learning an instrument like a guitar, where you don't have to be Jimi Hendrix to enjoy it. You know, a lot of people learn how to play guitar just to be hobbyists and play it on the weekends or with their family or anything, something like that. And with sculpting, maybe you want to make, your own miniatures for, say, Dungeons and Dragons or a war game or something like that, or you just want to have your own collectibles sitting on your desk. You can get into it, and you can get into it as just a hobby, or you can take it all the way to professional and actually make a decent living at it. So it just depends on what you want to do with it. but I have a lot of hobbyists in my workshop and a lot of professionals as well. I should say aspiring professionals, but a lot of them are starting to get jobs now, which is crazy to me, which is amazing. All right. I'll try not to bong this on the table. There. Okay. So let me see. What kind of I'm just gonna insert a sphere and just kind of mess with clothing on this guy, just to kind of see maybe maybe he would have, let's see, like leather armor, just some pants with a big buckle, some studded leather armor, maybe like some animal furs, something like that. So let's insert a sphere. Whoa. Select his body. I'm going to change this to like a gray color. And this is something you can also do, is just experiment inside of ZBrush with, I'm going to split it off to another subtool here. And you can actually turn on transparent so you can see the sphere inside and then just start warping it around. So I'm going to make the size a little smaller, or larger, sorry. The triangle's larger. Any problem with somebody like me is to find good job as a character artist. Maybe in the 100th stream talk about your blog about getting a job would be a good thing. I don't quite understand that comment, but hopefully you're aspiring to be a 3D character artist. Okay. Okay, let's see. I'm going to just try and block this, just this in here, and then I'm going to cut off the bottom with the clip brush. Then you can take this detail brush and just kind of cut in. Let's turn off transparency so we can see it. Build up a collar. Whoops. Gonna have to try making one of my rabbit characters using this method. You could, yeah, it's just, like I said, it's just, it's easy to be lumpy. Really easy. You talk about your blog that want to create for learning how to get job. Oh, yes. Okay. I remember now. Yeah. Yep, I'm still working on that. So right now I am at my rental place. That's why I have this white background. I don't want to do the blog when I have this ugly environment. So when I move to my new place, I want to start getting I want to start doing a blog and start talking about things like, you know, what do you put in your portfolio and things like that. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, so that's still coming. It's just I move slow sometimes when I want to do things. I'm busy. Trying to decide how far down I want the sleeve to go down his arm. And how much I want it to kind of like stick to his body. And I also want to do, I'd love to do some interviews, like with some industry pros too. That's on my, I do those for my students in the course, in the workshop. I've done some in the past, but not ones that I can put out publicly yet. Okay, watching your sculpt this put me in mind of Shrek. I've not tried to sculpt Shrek, no. I typically don't sculpt things that have already been sculpted. I usually sculpt things from 2D concepts. What material do you suggest for hair or stylized characters rendered in ZBrush Overwatch style? So Bogdan, there are two. There's and I can never pronounce the name of the shader, but inside some game engines, there's, and I don't even want to try. Well, it's like anisotrophic, something like that. Anyway, it creates like these kind of zigzags that go, make the specular highlight have these zigzags going down the hair. And it's kind of like a stretch normal map across the hair strands to give it that sheen. And that's, you can't do that in ZBrush, but you can do it in a game engine, usually with certain types of shaders. But inside of ZBrush, there are some hair materials, and they just work okay. They're not the best, but they will work. I'm trying to remember where they're at, but there's like some fiber ones. Oh, there we go. Hair, and these two hair ones right here. They work okay with fiber mesh, but yeah, that's that. It's two different things. Henry. Nice. Looks like Donald Duck without any pants. That's what it looks like. Where's your pants, Goblin? Work guy. Cover his butt. Yep, no worries. So I don't think I'm going to have time to, what I would usually do is use the retop brush and draw this out and then give it thickness. But I don't know that I'm going to have time to do that today. Yeah, a good place is important for sure. Plus, you know, sometimes people won't, like the first time somebody would see me would be possibly that blog. And if, you know, first impressions are a big thing. So I just want to make sure that, there you go, Marty. Yeah, just drag it down far enough. Anyway, first impressions are a big thing. So I want to make sure that, that it looks good, you know. I like having a professional quality videos and things like that, so production value means a great deal to me. Tunic. I don't know what I'm doing. Now it looks like his arms are coming out of the sides of him. because his shoulders are missing. Oh, boy. Oh. Because his sleeves are down here. I need to lift them back up to where his shoulders actually are. Oh. There you go. Put a rope around his belly. That'd be a good thing. Dead rats. Yep. So let me see if I can put an impression where that rope would be. It's too much. Yeah, you could do tons of cloth for sure. Let's put this around his waist. Let me see what his body looks like under here, because his waist is in a weird, kind of a weird location, because his butt's so small. You can always adjust the body underneath too, if it doesn't work out. Like this. So I could put a, yeah, that's a good idea. Put a rope around. Even make this hang down lower, like all ragged. Give him a club. Karate Kid belt. Show me wax on, the wax off. Yeah, I'm gonna actually just put in some more color really quick, some gradients on him before we go. I need to wrap this up soon. I gotta take off a little early today, but I can give him some color him up a little bit, make his feet dirty. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Bit of blue down here. It's no, it's going on right now. You can join right now if you'd like. I don't usually close it and open it anymore. It's just open. You can join whenever you want. But occasionally I'll run promotions. Like I'll give away some free bonuses and stuff. But yeah, it's open right now if you want to check it out. Oh man, what did I do to this? I didn't even notice what I was doing. Let's roll it back. Okay. When I was doing the brown, I had Sculptris Pro on and I was decimating it, and that's not, I didn't want to do that. Elbow hairs. Yeah, he does need some hairs. That's for sure. Yep, some eye pupils. And some eye, let's see. I'll do those really fast. Is there any way to get gradient color in ZBrush from painting like Photoshop gradient tool? No, just using this airbrush or using just a fall off is probably the best way. Nice. Looks crazy. So let me, I'm gonna do, I'll do a little bit of fiber mesh down here on his chin. That'll be fun. Yeah, right, Ruth Cookie. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit up here too, just right there. Okay, so let's do, let me save it first in case it crashes. Okay. Fiber mesh. All right. Not open. Preview. That's pretty fun. There, ship it. Okay, let's start messing with the modifiers here. Take it longer. Take the coverage down. And max fibers. I only want a couple. Kind of hard to see. Hey, what's up? Okay, let's see. Way fewer. I only want like a handful of these. Maybe that. Let's scale it up. There you go. There's only a couple. It's very hard to see. I can do, so if I hit BPR and render it, you can kind of see it. Not really. The shadows are too harsh. Okay. Segments 3, 6, close scale root. You know what? I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna get, so there's some that you can choose from under fibers. And you can find one, a better one to start with, hopefully. Yeah, you could do, I just don't have time for the hair insert mesh. I have a couple, but let's see what this looks like. Look at that. Holy cow. It's all twisty. That's not bad. This wavy hair. This is like grass. This one's kind of the closest to what I'm looking for. All right. That's a good look. Look, it's even coming out like his mouth and his... That's awesome. All right. Texture. Let's turn that texture off for sure. That's cool. That like changes his whole look. All right, max fibers. Turn this down. There we go. Nice. Point, maybe 0.2. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna accept that. Let's see. Yeah. Perfect. That's awesome. Oh man, it's making me laugh. Yep, this is good. I love it. It works. Perfect. Okay. Anyway, I'll have to. Man, yeah. Yeah, that was easy. I like how these hairs are kind of going back. Let's put them in perspective, change the camera. All right. I kind of want to paint a tad bit of green. And his eyes are too big. His eyes are too big. Just... Okay. And let's see if I can paint. I just want to paint just a little bit of an eyelid up here in Sculptris Pro mode. Then we'll be done. Okay. So let's... Excuse me, sorry. New. More. There we go. Hey, what's up, Peter? So let me see if I can do this. Turn RGB on. Yeah. I'm gonna go darker. All right, too fun. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap it up right here. And yeah, like I said, I'd have to work this tunic to actually look like it's got thickness instead of just this big lumpy thing. No, you can turn it on. It actually gives you it gives you a tighter edge when you do Sculptris Pro. If you turn it on, you can turn it on like a higher level of decimation, and then you can get cleaner edges. I'm just gonna run this down, sharpen this up. Sharpen this up. He turned out a lot of fun. It's the hair made him, I think. There we go. All right. Let me let's render, and then what are these alphas, these BPR filters? Well, let me save them. That mask, or the shadow, is too harsh. I can turn that shadow way down. So if you go under BPR shadows, you can turn the global strength way down on the shadows. Render them again. There we go. So the shadows are much lighter. And then the hairs just look a little cleaner. So, fun. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. And I don't think I'm going to be streaming next Monday, so I'll probably see the Monday after that. And like I said, if you want to download these brushes and this user interface, you can go grab them over at 3dcharacterworkshop.com. And I teach an online course. It's called the 3D Character Workshop. And I walk you all the way from nothing all the way to in-game character model. And yeah, so thank you again for hanging out. And it's been fantastic. Thanks for all the interaction. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. I had a good time. This guy is hilarious. Even though he's like one toenail Ted. And thanks to Brett Bean for providing the concept. Hopefully he's okay with this. I want to take his jaw and pull it out of asymmetry. So I want to pose him and maybe like have him itch in his head or something like that, carrying a spear. That'd be fun. So, all right, take care, everybody. Thanks again, and have a wonderful week. All right, happy sculpting. Cheers.